Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, visiting Judd Kuhn Chevrolet, and I'm really excited to show off a 2017 Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. Now this is probably the most off-road capable mid-size truck on the market today, so let's go ahead and check it out. This ZR2 is sitting on specially designed 31-inch off-road capable tires, Goodyear Wrangler Duratrac tires. They look fantastic in 265, 65 R17 size. We also have a 17-inch alloy wheel that just looks fantastic. It has all the spokes coming out, and it's a two-tone with the alloy popping through the gray background. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc rotors on all four wheels. Now the ZR2 is not just a regular Colorado or Z71 Colorado that's been upgraded with, just a few things. This has been completely redesigned specifically to better the off-road capability. So it is wider with a wider axles. It also is a little bit taller, so it's lifted up another 2 inches. And it has a special shock system, suspension system, that's not completely new to the automotive market, but to the off-road market, I think. It's the Multimatic position-sensitive spool valve dampening system. So, if I'm not mistaken, this has been used in like race cars. This is something in the off-road market is really going to make a splash, I think, because I've heard a lot of good things about it. The name of this color is Summit White. And with all the black trimmings around the vehicle, it really looks, that combination of white and black to me looks good anyway. So just kind of go over the basics here. It does have the portion around the fender flares to protect the paint, but check out this front bumper. It's hard to explain. It's all kind of put together with the grille. You have some glossy portions here in the grille, and then you have a black accent. None of this goes through, but it looks really cool here on the hood. And the bumper itself, check it out. It completely leaves an open spot for the front tires to grab a hold of things. It gives you a really good approach angle as you're going over obstacles. Don't see that very often in vehicles. It also has the tow hooks here in the front, here in that low position, and the skid plate that meets the front bumper. So it goes up quite a ways and really gives you that off-road capability that I haven't seen much on the market, especially in mid-sized trucks. Now the headlights are in a projector housing powered by halogen bulbs, and then your high beams are in a reflector powered by halogens. So let's look at the profile of the truck. It has the crew cab with the large door there in the back and the privacy glass, and you can see it's a little bit contoured. The actual cab is contoured a little bit to give a little bit more upper room. Now it has the rock sliders here on the side. So this is something that will allow, if you were to go in an off-road situation in which there's big rocks or some kind of ridge or something that gets high enough to touch the vehicle, it'll just slide across this rail and allow you to just kind of slide over the obstacle better. And also it protects the actual body of the vehicle. This is what the key fob looks like. And it has the remote start, which is handy. Check it out. Has the bow tie there on the back side, looking all awesome. Now, it does have a physical key to actually start the vehicle, but it does give you the ability to start it up remotely, but then you still have to put the key in and turn it on to actually drive. Looking at the inside of the passenger door, it has all durable plastic around, and then you have a soft to the touch kind of rubber surface right here for your arm, and then some plastics in here, metallic accent and a chrome handle. Storage pockets all up in here, so you have a little mid shelf, bottle holder, and then a bottom portion right in here. Here's your threshold with a sill plate with the ZR2 name, badging here. Combination of power and manual adjustments here for the seats. Heated seats, by the way, with the contrast stitching and in leather, black leather. You also have the ZR2 embroidered in the headrest, which is nice. These are very comfortable seats. In the mid-size truck market, the Colorado probably has one of the most comfortable seats, in my opinion anyway. It does have the handles to help you get in the vehicle because it is quite a ways off the ground and there's no step. Glove compartment is all smooth plastic, so it's easy to put stuff in there and clean out. And check it out, these floor mats are fantastic. They go all the way there on the sides, and a little bit of overlap here on the edge in the threshold area, but these are definitely good for mud, snow, slush, wet boots, and all that stuff. This is what you need in an off-road type vehicle. Okay, let's take a look in the back seat area. You'll notice that the door itself comes out quite wide, almost to a 90-degree angle. So it gives you access to the back seat quite well, even if you're an adult. So here's the inside of the back door. Soft to the touch here on the arm, and you have the mid shelf and the storage pockets there at the very bottom. Love these mats that go all the way across the center there, but I'm a sucker for good quality floor mats because it does make a big difference in the longevity and, you know, just maintaining your vehicle. Okay, so you have the leather seats back here. It does have the latch system for car seats in case you need that. Armrest with cup holders that can be moved out of the way so you can have a center passenger. There is a slight hump here in the center, so you will have to, the center passenger will have to kind of deal with that. There's 2 USB ports and a 12-volt power supply and a little storage pocket there. And of course you have the little pockets on the back of the front seat here on the passenger side. In order to maximize the capability, Chevrolet has made the seats where they can flip up, and you have this storage space under here. You have some smaller spaces here on the sides, and then a large, wide open space there in the center. You're also able to fold down the seats, which gives you this large flat surface to put a large box or something that you need a flat surface to store, and you still have plenty of room there on top. And there's some space behind the seats, not a whole lot, but there is some. Here's your anchors for your latch system, by the way. Okay, let's take a look at the back of the truck. First thing I notice is the rear bumper does not have the steps. So this is more of an off-road capable step, kind of contours around in order to give you more clearance, I guess, back here. The rear step on the other vehicles would stick out a little bit more, so that kind of eliminates that. Your backup camera is right here in the very center, has a lockable tailgate, and the 4- and 7-way outlets for your trailer, which has a towing capacity of 5,000 pounds, which is lower than the regular Colorado, only because it has a softer suspension. Here's your lock for your spare tire right here, so you'd actually be able to access it there. And it has a full-size spare tire matching the rest of the vehicle tires, which is nice. If you're off-roading, that's exactly what you want. Okay, the tailgate slowly goes down, so it's assisted and dampered, or whatever you want to call it. It will go down. It's not going to slam, and it's easy to raise and lower. Spray-in bed liner from the factory. Tie downs on all four corners. Now there is a kit that you can add to this vehicle, in which will take the spare tire and relocate it in the back of the vehicle, so that way it gives you even more ground clearance if you need that. Has a cargo light right in the back of the cab. The fuel door is on the driver's side, and it's a capless design, so you don't have to worry about losing your cap or anything like that. So let's go ahead and start it up.
This vehicle is in demonstration mode, connected by Onstar's high-speed 4G connection.
Here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat, and you can see this rubber mat actually snaps in place. It's not snapped in place right now, but it does snap in place, so that way it's secure, doesn't slide around on you. There's your accelerator and brake pedals, foot actuated parking brake right in here, and just behind it is a footrest, so you can see right there. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. Okay, let's open the hood. There's a latch right here in the center portion, right above the bow tie, and you just move it to the right here, and it unlatches. Insulated under the hood. Okay, so the engine compartment has the insulation on the firewall there in the back. There's your battery that's easy to get to. Underneath that big plastic cover is an engine, of course. It's a 3.6 liter V6 direct injection with variable valve timing, and it's paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now this vehicle, you can get it with the Duramax diesel with a 6-speed automatic, but this one has the gasoline. So from what I'm hearing, the gasoline is better for the sand or regular daily driving on roads and dirt roads, things like that. And the diesel is supposed to be a little bit better for rock climbing and extreme height going up over rocks and stuff like that, because it has so much torque. The inside of the driver's side door is just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. So you have your power window controls. You also have your child safety, so you can turn that off so the door locks. You know how they usually have on the rear doors, there's like a little button here, so that way you can keep children from exiting the vehicle. Well, this is powered, so right here is your button for that. So you can push that. It keeps the children from opening up the doors from the back, which is nice. Same thing with the windows, keeps them from rolling up and down the windows. So your power windows are here, so it's one touch down and one touch up. Side mirrors are adjusted here. You just pick a side and you adjust it with that little pad, and then there's your door lock controls. Threshold, combination of power and manually adjusted seats here for the driver, so they're pretty much the same. I think you can get a little bit better view of the seat on this side because of the lighting situation. Nice, very comfortable. You have to try it out. You have to sit in these trucks. They're nice. So right in here is your interior gauge dimmer switch. Your headlight controls are here, so it has automatic, which you could turn on and off by just kind of bumping it there to the left. So this turns it on and off, and then you have parking light, and then there's your headlights to do it manually. Your four-wheel drive controls are as simple as turning a knob. So you have two-wheel drive high, automatic, four-wheel drive high, four-wheel drive low, and then you have an off-road mode in which you can push that button right there, which will turn on and off, even if you're in two-wheel drive. And then you have a trailer brake gain control. So that's pretty impressive on a mid-size truck. The steering column is a tilt and a telescoping steering column. Okay, so here we are in the driver's seat. So I actually have crazy amount of legroom here. So I mean, I have the seat so far back, there's no way I could possibly drive. That's how much room that you can have here in the front. And I mean, my legs are completely straight out and I still can't touch the pedals. So that's pretty fantastic, but it helps with filming. So I'm able to have the camera not so close. I can pull it back really far. So let's look at the steering wheel here. It's a leather wrapped steering wheel with a stitching there on the inside, a little bolstering here at the very top. High quality feeling, soft to the touch, really nice. Okay, so here on the left side is your cruise control. You can turn it on and off, resume, all that stuff, cancel. You also have a controls on the back of the steering wheel. So just back here is a volume for your radio and tune through your stations on the back. So this is a really nice feature. While your hands are on the wheel, it just kind of, your fingers just kind of line up back there. Just love that. Okay, so here on the right side is your Bluetooth controls, voice recognition, so you can answer calls, hang up. You can also use your voice to make things happen. One thing is to make calls. And then these buttons right here correspond with a screen between the gauges, which we'll get to in just a minute. There's your windshield wiper controls. Here on the left side is your turn signal and your dimmer switch. Okay, looking at the gauges, now I'm going to pull the seat up a little bit more so we can get a look in there. All right. So you can see it has mostly a black background with the white lettering, but it does have that kind of blue or teal color there on the back, which looks nice. RPMs here on the far left, and then your speedometers there on the right. At the very top you have your fuel gauge and your engine coolant temperature. So there in the center little screen, I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit more just so you can give you an idea. I'm going to use these buttons. Remember I told you about these buttons. These are the buttons in which you can control the screen. Right now it's just showing the digital speedometer, and I'm going to go to the left so you can see this whole menu system. So you can see we're in the info tab. Okay, so while we're in this info tab, we can scroll down, get some more information like your trips, trip A and trip B, your fuel range. You can get your economy, instant fuel economy, so that's while you're driving, oil life, tire pressure, oil pressure, transmission fluid temperature, which is nice, and then your off-road articulation. So this is which way the vehicle's, you know, tilting left or right, the degrees in which it's going up and down, left and right, and you can keep an eye on that. Especially important if you're going to through a really rough terrain, I mean like rock crawling and stuff like that. And then you have this blank screen, and then it goes back to your speedometer. So let's go to the left, and then you have your audio. This is basically just what your radio is doing. Scrolling down again, this is your phone. Once you pair a phone, you'll have access to information here, which there's nothing there because there's no phone paired. Now your navigation, if you're on a particular route, you'll have some information here, like a little map and, you know, turn-by-turn directions if you're on a set destination. Scrolling down again, this is your options. So lots of different options you can go through, and speed warning, which is neat. All right. Okay, so your pretty much default screen will be right here on the digital speedometer, but there's lots of information in addition to that that you can go into if you would like to do that. Okay, so this has the premium Bose sound system. So one of the speakers is right here on the dash with a little storage pocket. It's kind of hard to see as far as the camera getting to it, but it is a little pocket right there. A good place to put maybe some sunglasses or gloves or something that's not going to be affected by direct sunlight. You can put it right there. Okay, so here's your touch screen. Has the vents on the outside, traditional volume knob tuned through the stations. So you have your audio screen. So you have what your radio is doing there. You can cycle through, you can direct tune using a little pad. Presets are across the bottom. And of course you have these little buttons up here, quick access buttons, but the home button always brings you back to this screen. So your phone projection, this is where you can hook up a cell phone, whether it be Android or Apple, and it will start up the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So this is the projecting information from your phone and interacting in that way. Let's look at your navigation screen. Right now it's actually showing the night version because I have the shade over the windshield, so it thinks it's nighttime, so because it's covering up the sensor. So this is your map. So let's go ahead and zoom out and see where we're at here. See, we're at Judd Kuhn Chevrolet in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, so you can really zoom out really good. We can put in a destination by pushing that button. We can put in a specific address, look for an intersection, look for points of interest. We can also see where we've been and also our contacts. We can save addresses, we can save places. So that's nice. Okay, so let's go to the home screen. Settings are endless. You even have a valet mode, which is nice. Teen driver, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all kind. Your rear camera settings, all that there. We actually see the weather, which is nice. This week has been a interesting one. Now you can see the weather en route if you're on a specific route for your navigation. All right, let's go back to there. We can send and receive text messages, which is nice, while your hands are on the wheel using your voice. Awesome feature. Then you have your Onstar Control there, and you can get traffic, and you can do some shopping, I guess. You get traffic info and all that stuff. Outside temperatures up here, and then there's your digital clock. So your physical buttons down here, your radio, media, you can change your tone, and there's a back button to go back out of certain screens, change through audio tracks or whatever. Now this menu button here on the right side, this is if you're in a particular screen. Certain screens it opens up a particular menu, so it depends on what screen you're in. It will pop up some more information there. Okay, so this is your climate control. So you have your temperature, has automatic, so you can push automatic, automatically adjust your fan and where you want the air to blow. But right now I have it manually set on 67 degrees, and I have it manually set on the fan speed and where I want the air to blow, recirculate the air, and I have the front rear defroster controls right here. Okay, here's some fun stuff. Your traction control, you can turn that off. Now if you put it in off-road mode, it's going to adapt, change a lot of different settings for you to give you more of an off-road experience. But manually you can turn off the traction control in case you need to spin tires. This is your rear locking differential, electronically controlled locking differential for your rear. And here's one for your front, so you can turn them on and off separately, individually, which is amazing. And then you have the four-way flashers, tow mode, a downhill descent mode. This is kind of like a slow crawl cruise control going down on an off-road only situation. And then you have your cargo light. You can turn that on and off. Your heated seat controls for both your back and the bottom, or just your back, can be adjusted. And it's a 3-stage, 1, 2, 3, high, medium, low, for your driver and your passenger. You even have a little storage pocket right in here. 12-volt power supply there on the right side, and a USB port and auxiliary input there on the left, and a pretty good sized pocket. Just kind of put some stuff in there, your cell phone or whatever. There's some cup holders, and you notice it's open on the inside to allow for more than just cups to go in there. Okay, so here's your shifter. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can check out the backup camera. Pops up here. Has active guidelines, so as I turn the steering wheel, they will turn as well. Trying to give you an estimated trajectory of the truck as you're backing up. And you can see from the bumper all the way to the sky, and it's in the very most center position, so that helps with backing up to a trailer, but also just the visual. Since it's a wide angle view, the distortion doesn't harm you as much as far as getting disoriented as you're backing up, if that makes any sense. Okay, we can continue down. There's neutral, drive, and then you have a low range. So if you want the vehicle to go into a lower gear ratio, you can make that choice. You can also set the limit as far as the highest gear ratio right here and cycle through the gear ratios if you want to. Right in here is the wireless charger for your cell phone. So if your cell phone has that capability to where you can just set it right there and it will charge it without actually plugging it in, this has that feature. So here's your center armrests, and it's soft and comfortable. It has the stitching here on the sides, and I think it might be big enough to share with your passenger. I don't know. Lift it up. Have a little clip right in there, I guess, to put a registration or something. There's a very big storage compartment. It's way down in there. It's hard to even see the bottom on the camera. And then you have a USB port, and I like the way they have the little bezel around it in white, so that way it can pop out and you can see it easily, it doesn't blend in there. Now it does have these little portions right here for wires to go in and out here and here out of the compartment. So if you plug in, it's charging your cell phone or a device, you can run the wires out without pinching them when you close the lid. Okay, so right in here is your auto dimming rear view mirror, and it has emergency buttons and OnStar buttons and voice recognition as well. So right up in here, you have tap lights for your quick reading lights. You have the ability to turn on all your interior lights by pushing it that way, all off, or they turn on with the door if you have it in the center position. Place to put your safety glasses or shades or whatever you want right up in here, and it has a kind of like a foam inside to protect them, keep them from getting scratched. So your visors have mirrors and lights in them on both sides, your driver and your passenger. Okay, so let's look at the visibility in the back. So, not bad. I mean, you have the headrests get in the way a little bit, but those you can flip down. So if you don't have any back passengers, you can flip those down. Just the headrest, not just, I mean, you can of course do the seats as well, but the headrest will fold down to get out of your way to help you out. So that's even better. And of course there's lots of glass to look out of. Backup camera helps out on that as well. And these side mirrors are adequate, more than adequate. Here and here you have a little bit of a side wide angle mirror right in this area just to help out with the blind spot, I suppose. Okay, so last but not least, let's look at the window sticker. So this is where you use the pause button to check it out and read it in detail if you'd like. 2017 Chevrolet Colorado, 4-wheel drive ZR2, crew cab, short box, exterior color, Summit white, interior jet black. Really think this is an interesting truck. I've really waited and couldn't wait to see this truck, and it came in here at Judd Kuhn. They let me know, and I'm actually in my gym clothes, so I left the gym and came straight here. So hopefully this video has been enjoyable, and thank you for watching. I have two cameras now, so this is the camera aiming at me, so maybe this is kind of a little experiment to see how you like it. So thank you for watching. Thank you to Judd Kuhn Chevrolet here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They're an awesome dealership. I really enjoy coming here and checking out all the cool vehicles. They have classic cars, they have Corvettes everywhere, lots of cool stuff. They Vipers and all kinds of vehicles in the secondary market. A lot of stuff to get your attention, so you can check out the website. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I also have a link in the description in which you can send some gratuity. If this particular video has been useful to you, go ahead and send some money in the like a little tip there. You send a tip to the waiter or whatever, and you do that kind of thing. So help me out, allow me to continue to make these videos for future audiences. Even if you never watch another video of mine at all, please subscribe to my channel anyway, just to kind of help me out, get some more exposure, share it with other people, and just kind of cruise I have 870 some videos. Maybe there's another video that you might like. So thank you for watching. Check out the links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time.